In this week's show, we're looking at an airgun sport that has Olympic aspirations. Plus, at what distance can an air rifle break a clay pigeon? There's hot air airgunning news and the best of airgunning on YouTube in Airstreaming. Welcome to Airheads. Athletics are a huge part of the Olympic Games. They're an exciting draw for the crowds. Shooting gets less coverage, so why not combine the two? That's what some clever airheads are doing right here at Yate Outdoor Sports Complex in Somerset, where they have built a 22-metre shooting gallery next to the running track. This hot new sport is called target sprint, and it is picking up momentum in the athletics world. So how does it work?
The target sprint event itself, the race, is broken down into 3 lots of 400-metre runs, and those are interspersed by 2 shooting sessions where the athlete has to knock down 5 targets before they run on. So it's very much the starter will start the race, it's a mass start, and then it's the first past the finish line's the winner.
I believe originally it was taken from the biathlon, because on the continent they do summer biathlon, which is run and shoot, and then they decided to develop it to make it easier for everybody to get involved in. So by doing target sprint, using like air arms, MPRs, easy, obtainable, cheaper end rifles rather than your precision rifles, so everybody can have a go. And also they've made it so you can basically do it in a sports venue. You don't need a specialised range, so it can be set up on a village green. So everybody can have a go and get the sport with everybody involved in it.
This is the idea of the ISSF. They sanctioned it, and they started it in about, I think it was 2012, 2013, and they very much see it as a sport for all. And yeah, so we've kind of supporting them, and the other governing bodies around the world are also supporting the ISSF in rolling out target sprint and seeing where it could potentially go.
I've found it quite different because I'm used to shooting indoors where you haven't got to worry about wind. Like sometimes it's a bit cold, but you can get over that. But with cold and wind and varying light and just everything, it makes it quite hard. But it makes it very nice for, like, if I go to a competition, the weather could do anything. So it makes me more prepared.
It's pretty windy here. I think this has probably been the windiest it's been. But I guess just swaying a little bit.
You do have to train hard to compete easy, and if these young people can handle the weather, this great British weather that we have, and train to these conditions, they'll compete easy.
It's grown on me. You know when you've never done something before and you start having a go, and it's good. And I bought some of my runners from my coaching sessions. I bought some of my runners to actually shoot, and every one of them loved it. And some of them are back today to have another go. So I think it's going to be a growing thing within my runners. I think if you get the right team, I think that's what we've got with Martin and John and myself. If you put the right team together, you can develop athletes, both in the shooting and the running.
The day is run by Sedgemoor Training, a division of Sedgemoor Target Shooting Club, which was set up to help athletes with range time and coaching help at training weekends. These weekends are held usually alternately at both Burnham-on-Sea and also the West Midlands Shooting Centre in Aldersley near Wolverhampton. It's all happening thanks to airgun company Air Arms.
One of our key partners for Target Sprint is Air Arms, and so the rifles that we're using for our national series and so on and so forth are air-armed MPR rifles. I think they're fantastic, to be honest, and it's not only the guns but actually the company themselves and the support and the vision that they have for airgun shooting and general shooting in the UK.
Before yesterday I've never shot a gun before, and they taught me very well, and already I feel like I'm getting the hang of it, so yeah, it's pretty good. Probably when you get, after your run, coming back in and composing yourself for the shots, because you're full of adrenaline and working really hard on the running, and you're coming in, you just gotta calm down and make sure you get a calm head for the shooting. And a lot of the conditions when you're shooting as well, the wind's blowing you everywhere, and it's a lot to get your head round to compose yourself.
It's inclusive for everyone. It doesn't matter whether you start and you can already run, you can already shoot, you can start at the bottom. Haven't done any running, never done any shooting before, and there are people there that will help you get better if you want to. If you want to get better, you can get better. There's so many opportunities for you, so just come along and have a go.
More people involved. It'd be good to have a big team.
There's opportunities to do it, there's places around. I mean, there's already one here, which is nothing I would have expected down here, so I just get down and have a go.
It's a discipline side from the shooting, it's a fitness side from the running, and also a fun side with their peers. And yeah, I really do believe in this an awful lot.
Get involved by looking on the targetsprint.co.uk and also on the British Shooting website, and you can see where our events are, where we'll be doing our national series, and also where we're going to be part of the Air Arms experience. The next time that we'll be part of the Air Arms experience is at Northern Shooting Show on the 6th and 7th of May. And then after that we'll certainly be at the Midland Game Fair as well in September. So anyone and everyone can rock up and have a go there.
Go to northernshootingshow.co.uk for more. For more about Sedgemoor Target Shooting Club, visit sedgemoortsc.co.uk. Well, let us hope that the governing body of the Olympics looks favourably on target sprint. In fact, let's do more than hope, let's lobby. Off to Staffordshire in this next item to meet up with Paul Hodson and see just what distance an airgun can break a clay. Not every clay meets its maker, and today at Oakedge Shooting Ground, once all the multi-pellet shotguns have done their thing, the untouched CCI targets are being recycled for single-shot target practice.
I'm just going to try it on some clays, just for something a little bit different, just to see if a 177 will smash a clay. If it does smash these orange clays I've just lined out there here on the rabbit stand at Oakedge, we might have a go at shooting some rabbits. They're a bit quick and they're a bit harder, and they've got a bit of jump in them. I'm just hoping that the odd one's got myxomatosis so we can shoot them, but we'll see how we go. So I'm going to take a few shots at these targets that we've laid out here. They're about 25 yards away. 177 with a Galahad, see if it smashes or whether or not the pellet just goes straight through it. I don't know, never tried it before, so this is something new. We're going to give it a go. Going left to right. Well, that worked, didn't it? That was very devastating. I like this.
Well, that was a doddle, so we challenged Paul to shoot a driven target.
Yeah, well, that's challenging. Maybe using a 4-16 scope for driven rabbit is probably not the ideal scope for the job. Probably won't get it on camera, but there is actually a hurricane blowing here right now. Well, that wasn't very good, was it? And I have just seen Tonto in a house blowing over the top.
Tonto. Not Tonto.
Did I say Tonto? Hi-ho Silver.
Let's move on down the yellow brick road and extend those ranges.
Okay, we've tried it at 25 yards and it's incredibly successful, although not that successful at shooting rabbits. So I'm going to go and pick up another couple of mist clays, and we're going to take it another 5-10 yards back here, try and shoot it there. Like I say, it is blowing a gale here today, and then we'll just put another one in between, and we'll probably go out to 45. I don't like holdover and I don't like windage, so I'm more of a point and shoot kind of a guy, so I'll just see where it ends up. We'll have a couple of goes at it, you don't know.
We have no rangefinder, but Paul is pacing it out.
There we go, so that's 30 With 6 yards.
Did you get any?
No, that was point and shoot. Are you ready?
Yeah. There you go.
That's not bad, is it? That's 40 yards. Are we going to go for the further one, which is probably about 50 yards? In this one, let's give it a go. That was point and shoot. That wasn't held over, that was nothing. That was right in the middle of the crosshair with a 15 to 20 mile an hour crosswind. Shooting uphill off the back of a truck, off a beanbag. Let's have a look, see if I can get it anywhere near that one up there. Oh, that was low. There you go, point and shoot, 50 yards, Galahad with 177 pellets, shooting a clay target at 50 yards, absolutely smashed it. So if anybody's in any doubt whatsoever of the capabilities of a sub 12 foot air rifle, then there you go, there's the proof in the pudding. It smashes clays at 50 yards, which is a lot better than I can do with a shotgun. So yeah, brilliant. What can I say? I'm surprised, but pleasantly surprised. Just for a little bit of fun, we've now placed a clay right on top of a tree stump. That's ridiculous. Should we go further? We've got to go, haven't we? We've got to give it a go. Right, here we go. Ridiculous. No bipod, freehand. I can't even find the target. I've put 2 there, so if the wind drift comes, it'll break the other one. Did you get that? Well, that was 80 yards. We no holdover in a crosswind with the Air Arms Galahad, and I'm afraid that's where I'm going to leave it because I don't want to ever better that.
It is remarkable how well the bullpup does, and maybe there's a market for Claygrounds opening up some of their stands to air gunners. It is very satisfying seeing those clays break at range. From Staffordshire to the wider world of air gunning on YouTube, it's Airstreaming. Charlie Jacoby here. This is my roundup of the best air gunning on YouTube. Airgun Hunter Extreme channel is looking at the Ataman M2R Bullpup Type 2 in 357 caliber and 2.5 caliber. He says it's user friendly. Mountain Sport Air Guns has put together a few clips of some long range ground squirrel hunting in this film. Squirrel Hunter meets up with Lethal Lee through Facebook, and the results are in this film pest control with air rifles. Gamo gets a good couple of outings in the review department. Airgun Gear Show is looking at the Gamo Maxim Elite Fast Fire, a 10-shot Springer in 177. Meanwhile, Rack and Load is having a play with the Elite's sister 10-shot break barrel, the Gamo Maxim Replay. Here is one from our channel you might have missed. It's Airgun versus Rimfire around the farm, and it went out in this week's Field Sports Britain. Andy's Range is off to a field target event, the British Recoiling Championships 2017, held in memory of spring rifle legend Paul James. And finally, different cultures, different values. YouTube is basically an American beast, so it has no great problem with this film, how to make a powerful air rifle at home using Coca-Cola bottle. Local laws apply, folks. Links to watch the videos are in this film's description, or I have playlisted them. If you would like to send in a video for Airstreaming, ping me the link, charlie@fieldsportschannel.tv. Well, that's it for this week's show. We're back in a month. Thanks for watching.